Tasty Crypto. Tasty Crypto. Beans. Beans.
We have sound effects. Welcome to Beans. It's Friday. Hi, Dan. I'm Shelley Van. This is my co-host, Dan. How are you?
I'm doing well. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
I know you got a big weekend coming up.
You're going to out me?
It's your birthday. Shelley's birthday, so
Yep.
everyone say happy birthday to Shelley in the chat.
Thank you.
I want to see everyone wish Shelley a happy birthday.
There will be no singing.
I actually asked the office. I was like, "Do we do anything?" And they're like, "No."
Thank God.
I was like, "All right."
That's like going to a restaurant and having like the whole wait staff come over and sing to you. Horrifying. Would you be like, yeah, or like
I just like the free dessert.
free dessert? I'm down.
Yeah.
But like the awkward singing and the humiliation factor.
Yeah, I could say I don't like that.
No, I will shrink. I become like this human raisin and just disappear into the ether. But thank you for all the birthday wishes. Fun fact, or not random fact, my first job was a waitress at a 50s style diner. And when birthdays would come in.
Wait, was this in Chicago?
Yeah, the suburbs. Al's Diner in Orland Park.
Okay.
We had to wear these little like pink poodle skirt type things, but the singing that had to go on when there was a birthday, I think that's why I'm like triggered. Like, no, please don't.
You're having PTSD from Al's Diner.
Yep. Yep.
Was Al's Diner good?
Yeah, I gained like 15 pounds when I started working because the milkshakes, the black cows, which were like root beer floats, and the girl who trained me was like, "We always make a little extra so we can eat it," and I was like, "Okay." So yeah.
I didn't know you needed to say that. I thought I would just be eating the extras anyway.
Yeah,
you know?
no, it was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, lots of ice cream was consumed. But thank you, everybody. What are we doing today? We do have a door prize. However, we have a challenge. Go retweet that tweet because we will either double the prize for one person or do 2 prizes, one for 2 people. So chat. What would you rather have? 1 big prize or 2 medium-sized prizes? But we're only going to unlock the second or the doubling if you retweet the tweet that says what to do. That made no sense, but go retweet our. I'm going to pin it right now. I'll pin the tweet.
Pin the tweet.
And go retweet it. Let's get some new friends in here.
Yep, and if you're joining us on X, if you're joining us on YouTube, please just drop a comment in the chat. We'll get you added to the giveaway wheel. We do know we're behind on giveaways. We will begin sending out last show's giveaways today. If you haven't gotten your prize from the last 2 shows, Monday or previous Friday, please just come in the Discord, open a ticket, mention that you haven't gotten it yet. We'll get to you. And then I have sent out the crypto prizes for last show, so if you check your wallet on Base or Solana, you should have it. So we will be better about that going forward.
Yes. And we have a new community manager helping us in the Discord.
Yes.
So all of these processes will be far more streamlined and efficient. So yeah, shout out to Kronos.
Who I think is on stream with us, or
Oh,
at
let's
least
go.
viewing. At least viewing.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, let's get this show on the road. Everybody go retweet the pinned tweet. We're going to do a live
Token
mint.
Yeah.
Okay? So, if y'all remember Pump Me Daddy, these are like squishy heads. This is Tony Batista, who's a trader here in the office, an OG. Dan, do you want to announce this one?
You do it. I gotta get. What's up, Wet Juice Box? Thanks for joining
Juice
us.
Box.
First time.
Great name. This is Tom Sosnoff. Squishy head, stress ball. We took a photo of this guy because Pump Me Daddy needs Fud Daddy. So we're gonna drop this live on air. You'll be here. You can contribute to the description, but we're dropping this live on Zora. Dan's going to get it set up, and we'll see what happens.
Yep. People got to buy it.
People got to buy it.
Yeah.
These are hilarious. I love the culture here at Tasty because everything is strange and magical.
Just like crypto.
Just like crypto.
Okay, so
Tasty Crypto.
We have sound effects.
Are you just gonna be?
I'm gonna be
like ADHD,
like a child. Bing, bing, buttons. So yeah.
So what do we have for this show? What are we covering today?
We're doing a deep dive into stable coins, what they mean for the overall space, how it's they're a bridge between TradFi and crypto. I'm going to be picking Dan's brain. I hate that expression. I don't know why I just said that. But we'll be talking to you more about the stablecoin concept, just because you have more experience in TradFi. And yeah, so it's going to be a fun show. And with the current situation in the markets, we need a little fun.
Yes. Yeah. Price aside, we're going to have some fun today.
Yes.
And, we'll briefly cover stablecoins. I don't know how much we can do from a demo standpoint, but we're definitely going to be minting Fud Me Daddy.
Fud Daddy.
Fud Daddy. Okay.
Is the token.
All right. I'll set it up live.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Do you want to start with stablecoins?
Yes. Let's do that. Okay. So, you want me to take it?
Sure.
So, we figured we'd cover stablecoins because I think this is kind of the most easy to understand concept. It's basically a crypto token tied to the US dollar, euro, or gold. Just a reserve stable asset that you can tokenize on chain. So I think when this industry first started, it was Bitcoin. It was just kind of like,
and then Ethereum.
and then like just crypto. So there wasn't like this stable sort of like pegged US dollar concept. I think the first one, Tether, was launched in like 2014, 2015. But it basically gave an avenue for liquid dollars to come on chain and underpin all of DeFi, all of crypto, and give this sort of like stable reserve asset. So we got the graphic up there. We could put this in the newsletter, or
Yes.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
yeah, we'll put it in the newsletter. Subscribe to the newsletter. The QR code's on the lower third there, but you can just think of it as tokenized US dollars. That kind of allows easy liquidity to flow on chain. So the way it works, from what I understand, is a company or an issuer will buy short-term T-bills, U.S. treasuries, corporate bonds, but like very liquid real-world assets, TradFi assets, dollars, T-bills, treasury bills, treasury notes, and corporate debt. That's very liquid. And then on the other side of that, they'll mint a token pegging it to that account. So
Makes sense.
now you have dollars on chain. The two big ones are USDC and US dollar tether. Those are like the real world USDT
Yes.
and USDC. Those are like the real world centralized issuers. We're okay with that now because we have to be, and that's the easiest way to get them on chain. There are others, DAI, which is a DeFi Ethereum stablecoin that's been around for a while on a protocol called Maker. One of the more successful, I don't want to call them, they're not algo stablecoins, but it's just like not tied to real world treasuries. Right. And there's been others tried too. So we have yielding stablecoins like Athena. We have PayPal stablecoin, PayPal USD. A lot of banks are going to be launching their own version of dollars, essentially tokenized dollars. And then, of course, we had the big blow up, which was the concept of an algorithmic stablecoin, which was Terra Luna.
Yes.
So, yeah, this has been an experiment for a while. We'd like to get to a point where they're all on chain and there is no centralized issuer, I think. But for now, it's good. USDT, USDC are pretty trusted. Yes, you also have Euro versions of it. Thanks, Kronos. Yeah, that's also issued by Circle. So
I know how I use stable coins to either earn yield or basically help me balance my liquidity pools. So
Yeah.
can you talk a little bit about the benefit of having something stable with something volatile in the sense of a liquidity pool?
Yeah. So I think it's easy to understand just purely from like a DeFi concept or a finance concept where you can't really have a functioning economy or on-chain financial system if you don't have something stable that people can kind of risk off into or have a base currency in, right? So like you don't trade, if you go buy Apple stock, the quote isn't in, a crazy volatile currency. It's in US dollars, right? So I think like the easiest way to think about it is it just gives you this like stable base currency to trade in and do liquidity pools in and sort of allow for this functioning stable economic environment on chain. So you can track them, you can track flows on chain, you can track stablecoin flows that kind of give some indication of liquidity. So like that's why I think it's important, because the more stablecoin flows going on chain or the more minting happening through Circle or Tether, the more you can tell, okay, people are doing things. The price might go up, like, they're minting dollars, right? when it goes the other way, where they're redeeming USDC for dollars back in the real world,
Right.
that means price is going down, or some indication of that,
Yeah.
right?
And now when you say price go up or price go down, it's like 1 penny fluctuation, right?
Yeah, it's just more of like an indication of risk, or an indication of like panic. So, I think a good event is in 2022. In 2022, I think one Silicon Valley bank blew up, or a couple banks blew up, and that were tied to stable coins. So it depegged. So it wasn't tied to a dollar, right? So, a dollar is always a dollar. But in this case, if some panic happens or some like big liquidity event happens, it can depeg. So it could go down to 80 cents, it could go down to 90 cents. But like the structure there is that it should always stay pegged to a dollar.
Yeah.
So when it depegs or when it goes above a dollar, that's when you know something's happening. There's either a liquidity crunch, there's a risk-off event, a big volatile event, and people are rushing to claim real-world dollars from USDC, selling out of everything, or vice versa. There's a huge demand for USDC because money's flowing on-chain. So, there's different ways to track this, and one tool I use is just a website called DeFi Llama, and this shows basically total value locked in all of crypto DeFi. So everything on chain. So here you can see, let me see if I can get it bigger. But here you could see stablecoin market cap. So right now, interestingly, stablecoin market cap's at $234 billion. It's been going up even during like this market panic and total value lock dropping. So it's a good indication that like these are being adopted. People are moving dollars on chain. There's dollar liquidity on chain that people can trade with, do things with, earn yield on. So that's one way to track it. I think the other thing why this is important is Circle, which is the issuer, company that issues USDC, is going public in an IPO. So there are these companies here underpinning this dollar economy in crypto, which is really important for adoption and really important for, I think, stable assets. Because, the biggest criticism for the longest time in the space was it's too volatile.
Right.
Or like, you see it happen all the time. People go buy Bitcoin at 100K and next thing you know, it's down to 80, it's down to 70. Back, you know what I mean? So I think when it comes to like actual financial yield bearing assets, stablecoin, I mean, you need dollars. You need a stable reserve.
Absolutely.
So that's stablecoins. That's what that's what stablecoins give to the on-chain economy. So does that make sense?
Absolutely. I think the quickest way that I learn more by doing was starting a liquidity pool, and I do ETH on base with USDC, and you can do other pairs that are both volatile. So like you could do ETH and Sol.
Yeah.
But that's really hard for my brain to process. Like, how do I know if I'm making money or not if they're both moving?
Right.
Right? Like, so with something stable like USDC and ETH, as ETH is chopping around, at least I know my dollars are dollars and I'm riding this wave.
Right.
And earning yield on my pool and can like make more sense of like, okay, when ETH hits this level, I'm going to liquidate this pool and move it to a different pool or whatever strategy I'm using.
Right. And I think what you're describing, which I really should have mentioned in the beginning, is it's money markets.
Yeah.
Money markets also underpin traditional finance. You keep your money, it's very liquid, banks use them. The money markets on chain here, like you mentioned, stablecoin pools on Uniswap, or the one that is actually stable to stable, which does provide this yield I'm talking about, which provides sort of this like money market, is Curve. Have you ever been on Curve?
I have not.
Okay, so
while you're pulling that up, I just want to shout out Rustan is here, GM, Jose,
Okay.
Clean, and Wet Juice Box said you can run a liquidity pool on Meteora with a Sol USDC pair, and that's paying about 1% back every 24 hours. Good to hop in those when markets look like this. Short-term correction, in my opinion, anyway.
Wet Juice Box knows his stuff.
Yeah.
we're gonna have to bring White Juice Box on to kind of educate
talk.
people. We definitely know that's a trench warrior for sure.
Trench warrior.
Yeah.
Do you know what Juice Box?
I think we were chatting on Twitter.
Oh, got
on
it.
X.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love
So
that.
thanks for joining in.
Love it, love it. So Curve.
So Curve is this money market concept I'm talking about. When it started, it was only stable to stable.
Okay.
So I think they recently added, or like to like pairs. So Steth to ETH,
What is
staked
Steve?
ETH,
Staked.
which is Lido staked Ether, which is your yield generating Ether to ETH, right? Three pool is DAI, USDC, USDT. That's the three major, most liquid stable coins in the space. So basically, what this is an indication of, from how I understand it, and there's probably people way more educated than I am, but this three pool is sort of like the most liquid dollar stablecoin pool in the space. So people will come in and use it as a gauge of like, okay, what's going on in the market, how much dollar liquidity is there. There is let's see what it's yielding. It says 0 rewards, token APR. I don't know what variable APY based on today's trading activity. Yeah, so it's just an indication of dollar liquidity in the space of the three most liquid pairs: DAI, USDC, USDT. There's probably way more educated financial big brains out there that know what it is, because Ryan, we need Ryan in here talking about it. But you can see here it generates a yield, right? There's a yield on the pool. So if you provide liquidity to this pool, which is another stable coin, there's a yield you're earning. So again, this is underpinning money markets for crypto. And that's Curve, because Curve only does stable to stable pairs. There's no volatile to volatile crazy. It's just supposed to be, this is a money market. So yeah, I been around for a little while, was kind of the first to pioneer the stable to stable pool concept. And yeah, I mean, there's a ton of them, right? I think Go GHO is like Aave's stablecoin. The point is that all these companies and all these protocols are going to end up having their own dollars.
Yeah.
So
very interesting. Do you use USDC or T more often?
USDC.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Europe is a big user of USDT. Is that correct?
I think Asia.
Oh, okay.
Asia's USDT.
T.
Europeans too, but USDT is the most liquid.
Right.
I mean, it just blows everyone else out of the water.
Right.
And for years, Tether's been fudded and it's going to blow up, and it never did. So I mean, they pioneered it. That's also very profitable business, which is why all these banks are getting in now.
Right.
So yeah, that is a pretty decent overview of stablecoins, and I think it gives if you understand traditional finance, which a lot of our tasty traders do, I think people get scared by like the unit bias, or like ETH was 3,000, now it's 1,000, and like,
right.
I tend to think that people now know that there's dollars on chain. They can be like, oh, $1 equals whatever. I can buy a token in $1. Right? There's liquidity for dollars here. Makes it easier to transact. Makes it a little bit less volatile and a little bit more trustworthy. So this was a relatively recent innovation too. Like I don't think this existed in 2015.
No, I don't
like even
think so
like 10
either.
years ago. Like
right.
Yeah. So actually, I feel like last cycle with NFTs was really like the first big adoption for stablecoins, and I think we can even look at that here on this chart. 2021 is when this like tracked it. So stablecoin market cap was only 60 billion, and that's not a lot. Like, it sounds like a lot, but it's not.
Right.
So it is 2021 is really kind of the real birth of like DeFi stablecoins, which is crazy to think about. It's 4 years ago.
Seriously.
You were around. You remember like
Oh, yeah.
DeFi summer, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wild time to be alive. Now that I'm aging, I have some wisdom.
Yeah.
It feels like, wow, it's been interesting to I remember the birth of the internet and, dial up and now Wi-Fi and cell phones. I remember life before cell phones and using printed maps. So it's just, this is really exciting to just see and be a part of watching it come to life on chain.
Wet Juicebox says JP Morgan Chase has their own crypto chain as well for internal. It's called Kinexus or something. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
They're all gonna adopt this. They know it's a better system, but they're gonna keep it, internal to themselves. So
I wish we would do that. Pagers. Yes, Jen, I remember pagers. Did you have a pager?
No, that was
just a little younger.
little bit before
Yeah.
my time. I definitely remember them because I had the brick brick phone.
Yeah.
I remember playing 8-bit games on it.
Uh-huh.
It was Verizon was a big
Yep.
I do remember dial up. You couldn't be
Yeah.
on the phone yelling at my mom.
Payphones?
I don't know that I ever used a payphone, but they were around.
I remember when it was a quarter to make a call.
Yeah.
And then they changed it and it became 35 cents. And I had the scramble for dimes was real.
Yeah.
We have quarters, but where's the dime?
Right.
Yeah, that's funny. Now I'm really aging myself, but I never keep that a secret. I was also told the NASDAQ is working on a blockchain, but it's pretty bad, supposedly. That's what Web Juicebox just said.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that I thought Solana was the NASDAQ of blockchains, but maybe I'm wrong. That was their big pitch. They were going to be the NASDAQ. But so yeah, this is another. I just pulled up specifically stablecoin market cap. You can see this, right? Yeah. And yeah, so this didn't even start tracking till exactly 4 years ago. It's April 4th, April 3rd.
Wow.
60 is when they picked it up, and they were 67 billion. That's the start of this data series.
Yeah.
So you can see it kind of, the 2022 bottomed around summer 2023, and now we're at all-time highs for liquid dollars on chain stablecoins.
Cooking.
Yeah. Which I think is bullish in the long run. I don't know that it doesn't affect price immediately, or it doesn't
Right. I think it's just we're moving towards on-chain finance globally.
Yeah.
We can argue that all day, but I think if we fast forward and look back, we're gonna be like, yeah, this was when it all started.
Right.
Email, post office. Sure, we all still use post office for some things, but overall, we're not sending letters to each other. We're using email.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the similar.
Well, here's the thing that is crazy is there's still people you go to a doctor's office and some of them still ask you for written forms, or it's kind of crazy how some stuff is so.
When you go in and they're like, here's all these papers. I'm like.
Or you can't do certain things through.
Make me an NFT of me and my health history, please.
Send me a link. Send me a link.
It's all on chain, guys. Everything that's ever happened, all my blood work, all the things.
Yeah.
I'm so down because honestly, yeah. Never mind. We don't need to go down that rabbit hole. Let's run some giveaways. And
Okay.
How's our tweet doing? If you're just arriving, we're going to do a door prize of $20 in USDC. But if you want to double it, we can do one of two things. One, we have to get this tweet to 50 retweets, so go retweet our pinned tweet. But if we want to double it, it gets to 50. Do we want to do one $40 prize or two $20 prizes? We got to ask chat, and we'll do what you tell us to do. You're in charge.
Let us know, chat. Let us know.
Let us know. Get that tweet to 50 retweets. Tag your friends. We're at 31. We're at 32. Tag friends in the comments. Tell them, retweet. 33. We can do it. I know we can. Let's see. Well, yeah. Do we have everybody's name on the wheel?
Yeah, so if you just joined us, please say something in the chat so I can get you added to the wheel. We'll do the door prize here we'll do the door prize in a little bit, or
When that thing reaches 50.
Okay.
And if it doesn't at the end of the show, we'll run it for just one $20 prize.
yeah, okay. So I'll do some giveaways now.
Yes.
Just regular giveaways. Okay.
Regular giveaways. But again, if you don't see your name on the wheel, you got to say something in chat. And if we missed you, please just shout like, me, me, me. Where's my notes?
We got Crudy, photography NFT.
Rice. I went to say
Nice.
and something else.
What is for lunch? Is rice for lunch today?
I don't know what's for lunch today. Chicken? Gigi's Chicken Shop?
Oh, it is
I believe?
Gigi's Chicken Shop, which is actually a really good place. When I need to prepare dinner and I can't cook, Gigi's Chicken Shop.
Nice. Add shrugs.wallet from X.
I got shrugs.
You got shrugs?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for being here.
Anthony is getting a random rug NFT.
Nice. Speaking of random rugs, I stumbled upon an NFT that I bought, I don't even know, years ago. They're updating the metadata so that all the artwork is new. I initially paid 0.007 ETH.
Okay.
The floor is 0.05.
Wow.
I know.
There you go.
I was like, all right.
We were talking about this where so Shelley has like over 100,000 NFTs
Okay, Dan, calm down.
that are all worthless.
Worthless.
No, I'm just-
Such a flex.
no, you have a lot of NFTs. We'll
do.
say, and
It's about 4,000,
yeah.
not 100,000. Wait, sorry.
Mackie Inc. won music NFT, but
Yes.
so we were saying a lot of these are rugs and worthless, or whatever, you minted them for a good cause.
Mm-hmm.
But there is going to be a time where you find one that has recovered and is going to make you rich. So we're kind of there. 0.0007, couple dollars to 0.05.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will take it. Which one? It was Cartoons NFT, I think.
Cartoons.
Yeah, they're doing a tune-up, so all the artwork is changing. So they're doing like a re-reveal. So everything is pre-reveal. It's like not
Yeah.
revealed yet. I don't know what word I'm looking for. Bebs. But I'm just saying, when I'm giving away random rugs out of my wallet, I don't know. I'm not like, is anybody active in this community? I'm like, here's this. So you never know. Could be fun. Tasty NFT. Ooh, that'll be Fud Daddy today.
Yeah.
Fud Daddy. Frank and Lily.
How is Lily doing, Frank? She recovered?
Yeah, remember she was running around last week?
Yeah.
$crypto choice. We need sound effects.
Beans.
So shout out to Brandon Manis, who has the greatest voice on earth.
Who's also helped us with some other creative assets that we'll be revealing.
We can't spill those beans just yet.
Yeah.
Laura's getting an OGT. Let's go. Yeah, so shout out to Brandon with the great voice. Meta Tiger.
Crypto choice.
Let's go. I'm going to try and visit Meta Tiger this year. He's in Germany.
Oh. Oh, because you're going over to Italy.
Yes.
You're going on a European vacation, aren't you?
I am. And so I'll try to swing by Germany to say what's up. Elena.
That can't be that far of a flight, right?
Oh, Italy to Germany?
It's probably like a couple hours.
Yeah, or by train. I do want to do
you could.
Switzerland too to meet.
I've been to Switzerland.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. I haven't been to Europe yet. I'm very, very excited. Oh, Alex? Do you have Alex W on the wheel?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Because I said I can't read the wheel on my tiny screen.
Crudy, $5 soul. Congrats. All right, we'll do one more here.
And pretty soon I'm not going to have to write them down like a
Yeah.
antiquated pigeon.
Antiquated pigeon, yeah.
Antiquated pigeon. That's what we're doing. Sale, what is up?
Yeah, we're probably not the best with technology because we probably could have found a tool that would automatically do this, but...
We did. We just didn't pay for it yet.
Yeah.
So we're getting that set up, and yeah.
Okay, so do you...
Wait, sorry, what did Sale win?
A photography NFT.
Okay. Cool.
So do you want to go to your screen or...
No, you're going to drop Fun Daddy, right?
Yeah, you want me to do that right now?
Yes.
Okay.
So everybody, if you don't have a wallet yet, jump in to our Discord if you need help, but otherwise download the Tasty Crypto wallet, set up your account, you just back up your seed phrase before you're allowed to use it. So I'll just, while you're getting this ready, I'll talk about seed phrases really quickly for anybody new. Your seed phrase is like your password, but it's, I think, more akin to like your social security number. Don't share that with anyone. Don't ever share it. You want to write that down on actual paper or etch it in fireproof metal and store it somewhere where no one's going to find it but you.
And never give it out to anyone.
Never.
No one will ever
ask you for your seed phrase, and if they do, they're a scammer.
Yeah.
So
you wouldn't give out your social security information or personal information. Don't give out your seed phrase.
Exactly.
So
even if they say they're a doctor, because you would give your social in certain circumstances. Seed phrase, never. So anyway, set up your wallet, and if you win here, we'll get you set up with some crypto. But then you can go connect to Zora and shop around, collect these awesome, funny, content-based tokens. So this is like the Instagram on-chain.
All right, what was the description?
We have to ask chat their opinion. I emailed you two. Do you want me to?
I'll get it. I'll
Okay.
get it.
So 2 options. This is Tom Sosnoff, Squishy Head. Any tasty traders should be excited for this Tom Head. We're naming it Fud Daddy. He doesn't know either. So this is going to be either really funny or...
He's going to get pissed and fire us.
Yeah. There's risk involved.
As there is with everything.
It's all on the line. So Fud Daddy, because that's the title of this post, is going to be the name of the token associated with it. The ticker will be Fud Daddy. The description, if this face could talk, it would probably say, I've seen worse. Or, you're picking this one, or are we letting Chad decide?
Okay,
You got to give Chad.
We could let Chad decide, but I strongly want this description because of the market currently.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and Tom's a risk taker, big time risk.
Yeah.
So, what was the other one? Just to.
It is hold the squishy icon while you contemplate your next YOLO trade.
Okay. I like squishy icon.
Okay, I'll do squishy face.
Yes.
Okay.
And then chat, you've got a chance if you want anything in this description. It will. You can't edit these once they're minted, right?
I don't know.
I don't think you can.
I don't think you can edit the token that's minted, but you can probably
Maybe
edit the description. Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. I was gonna say it's now or never. Get your input in. I'm not. Let me go to Zora. I want to buy it. Do you want to show them Pump Me Daddy really quickly, or
Yeah, I can.
open a new tab maybe?
Yes. Good call. So we have our own Tasty Crypto Zora account. We're trying out some different fun things. We originally minted the counterpart, which was Pump Me Daddy. And you could see that a decent amount of people bought it, 12 holders. And we did about $700 in volume, $680 in volume total. Mm-hmm. And we have a $1,700 market cap. So it was an experiment. It's our first one. Mm-hmm. Hopefully this new one will do better.
And some of our Tasty fam have also minted. We've got Boyd. That's my mom's first drop. My sister Jen. Gary's dropped a cookie. Dino dropped a whole series of artwork inspired by really cool music albums. there's all sorts of incredible creativity happening. And then the OGs, the MFers, normal MFer is on here, killing it.
Yeah.
Rustan's dropped a bunch.
Yeah, is Rustan's?
I don't know if Rustan's dropped anything recently. Rustan, if you're still here.
Is this AI? This looks like it's AI.
Yes, and Ulani, I think is her name. But this is before they went to a tokenized
format.
So, yeah.
I like this one. Herd the sheep, herd the interns. One's an actual sheep herder's outfit. The other is the ripoff of a sheep herder's outfit.
That's funny.
Okay. Cooking FUD at 450 degrees.
420 degrees.
Yeah, 420 degrees.
Okay, we only have 3 sounds on our soundboard, so I'm just going to push the buttons because it's too much fun. So Brandon.
Beans.
Brandon again.
Tasty crypto.
And then this will just be for when we do horrible things.
We need the DJ buzzer, like.
Oh, there's going to be
more.
All sorts of chaos going on here.
I'll let you handle that. You can.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Rustan, I'm using rodeo now.
Oh.
Ooh, we'll have to go.
Why are you using rodeo
why
versus
rodeo?
Zoreo?
Zorio. So do you want to walk people through the process here? We saw you upload an image, title it. Keep in mind the title becomes the ticker. Description.
And then next. And you can, so as the minter, I can buy some up front. So I'll just buy it.
You're already going to get, 10 million, I believe? As the creator, you automatically receive 10 million tokens of your own creation, but you can buy more up front.
Every time you post, you automatically receive 10 million coins from the 1 billion total supply. So this is like Pump.Fun, the token launcher. They mint a max supply of 1 billion tokens. It's tied to the image. It's tied to what you created. And then you can buy more if you want. So we'll buy, and I'm just going to approve it. And so we'll see it come live soon.
I don't know if you can. Oh, yeah, you can. Approving in wallet. Rustan said, rodeo has you earn for collecting, and when people collect what you collect. Got it. So there's like a referral. Zora has this too, but it's more link-based.
Yeah.
All right, I'm waiting for the drop.
Here we go. So this is, I describe this as like NFT Instagram, or like crypto Instagram rather, where it's the same thing. You add an image, upload it, put a description, but you mint a token with it. So now there's like real monetary value. You can tokenize the attention that people are collecting it, right? So
put your money where your likes are, because instead of dropping a like on something.
Here it is.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna run in. I'm running. It's a race.
I'm gonna share this. Is there a way to share it with chat?
I can try and put the.
Would you do it through Restream? Or?
I'm gonna try and put it in Restream, and we'll see where that shows up. I don't think it'll work on Twitter or X. It might show up on YouTube. Yeah, we'll see.
There it is. Restream.
Let's see. I'm gonna buy some. I didn't fund this wallet, so I can only buy a little bit.
How about also we're 2 followers away from 2,000 on
crap.
X.
Yeah.
So if we get to 2,000, we need 2 more followers, guys. If you're not following us, or if you can find somebody to follow us, we need to get to 2,000. We've been stuck.
It's so sad.
I know.
2 people. We need 2. Please help. Okay, I'm buying a tiny, tiny amount because I forgot to fund my wallet. But Fud Daddy all day. That's hilarious. Tom doesn't know. Again, we'll ask for forgiveness versus permission.
Help us get this to at least a 10,000 market cap. Get us something.
My transaction is not going through. I might need to reconnect my wallet. Oh, it failed. Try again.
Oh, let's go. Whoever this is. 391 mil. Nice. Let's go.
That's a beautiful market cap, 4444.
Yeah.
Do you have a lucky number?
My birthday is January 6th.
Ooh, okay.
So either 6 or 23.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I contributed my like $3 or whatever that was that I just bought, but I'm gonna go get some after the show. I'll get some more. How's our tweet doing?
We're on 34.
34. Stuck on 34. Come on, everybody. Retweet the pinned tweet, and we will double the door prize. 35. Let's go.
Post in Zora, sir. Risky Hunter to Rocket. Yeah. Okay. I gotta get Risky Hunter added to the wheel.
Love it.
Yeah, Risky Hunter. Let's pump this thing.
Pump it. Bamp it. The, Post in Zora, sir, to Rocket. Let's go. Oh, yeah, they don't, that's weird. So, when I post something on the Restream thread, it doesn't go to X. It just goes to YouTube and Facebook.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, that's fine. I can go over here and post it on the actual pinned tweet. Funsies. And I think that's my referral link. It's kind of, I wouldn't normally do that like that, but.
It's all right.
Come on. Didn't mean to do that. We're going to have feedback. Okay, cool. All right, I added it as a comment on the live stream. Let's see.
All right. We'll also add it into our announcement in the Discord later today.
Mm-hmm.
We'll try and get people around the office to buy it, and we'll put it in the newsletter.
Yep.
So we'll check back next week. We'll check
Mm-hmm.
back next week and see how it's doing.
Absolutely. And full disclosure, like if we earn anything on this, we're earning like a few bucks. It's all going back to giveaway pools, and
Yeah.
we're giving it all back.
Yeah,
We're collecting anybody. So do the homework. We assigned homework a couple of weeks ago to encourage you all to drop something on Zora, share it in our Discord. We'll show support. We'll give it away to fans or viewers. So yeah,
Cool.
let's do it.
All right.
Create on chain, everybody.
Yeah,
Is it time for speed run?
it is. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So
2 truths, 1 lie.
2 truths, 1 lie.
Where's the lie?
I will have to see how we do with this.
Okay. You want to push? Dan wants to push buttons.
I was going to push the buttons, but
You can push the buttons.
it's kind of stuck on the sounds. So
Oh, you want?
I'll just do it from here. It's
Oh, okay.
okay. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Bitcoin's maximum supply is 21 million coins. Bitcoin was created by Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin transactions are completely untraceable.
Let chat decide. 1, 2, or 3. Which one is the lie? Jen said, "Fud Daddy got my last $1.78." I think that's about what I had. So yeah, thank you for your support of Fud Daddy. Tom, thanks you. I hope.
Update Dexter. What do you mean?
Apsy got it. The lie is number 3.
3 is a lie. Yep.
Bitcoin transactions are completely untraceable. False. If you go back when all the horrible, nefarious actors were thinking that it was untraceable, womp, here we go. Womp, womp, womp.
Yeah.
They were wrong, and they all got busted.
You can't use Bitcoin to money launder, unfortunately, or fortunately.
Sketchy, Dan. Sketchy. So Apsy was the first one to get the lie. We
Okay.
will do a tasty Fud Daddy drop.
Yep. I think we got your wallet. We'll use the one you put in the tickets and we'll send that over.
We're also going to do this a little differently too. We're going to create a form so everybody can submit their Sol and ETH addresses so that we just have a database. It'll make it easier on our side to send giveaways out. So keep an eye out for that. But again, jump in our Discord if you've won anything. We have a few of you that have won numerous times over these episodes, and we don't have your info.
Yeah.
So jump in our Discord. All right, next one.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
Ethereum's founder is Vitalik Buterin. Ethereum switched to proof of stake in 2022. Or Ethereum's network can process unlimited transactions per second. Where's the lie? Where is the lie? Come on, chat.
I know we have some Ethereum haters in here, so they probably should be able to easily spot the lie.
Mm-hmm. It's funny when you hate something, you know everything about it.
Yeah.
Like, I will research everything.
Yeah.
Yep. Jen's quick reviews.
3.
Ethereum's network can process unlimited transactions per second is a lie. There are definitely scaling issues and limitations to Ethereum.
Okay.
So well done. Jen gets Fud Daddy.
Dogecoin. Dogecoin began as a joke based on an internet meme. Dogecoin was originally forked from Litecoin. Dogecoin's community has organized several charity drives.
Spot the lie. Where's the lie, fam? 1, 2, or 3. Fud Daddy is on the line. You can win.
We got a lot to give away
Of
Fud Daddy. Mm-hmm. So we just created it, and now we're going to give it away.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fair. That is fair. 1, 2, or 3. Where's the lie, chat?
3.
Ooh, who got it first? Apsy again?
YK says 3. Apps. I think YK, Jen and Apsy came in at the same time.
Yeah. So the timestamp, yeah, they're identical timestamps. So Apsy and Jen. We're going to do times 2. We'll give it to both of you. Chronos coming in. Thank you. Make sure to link YouTube to Discord to make it easy to verify you are on Discord. For help, open a ticket. Thank you, sir. Dogecoin was not originally forked from Litecoin.
What was it? Was it forked from?
I don't think it was. Was it even forked? I think it was just. It was created as a joke.
I think it was definitely created as a joke, but I don't think it was forked from anything. I think it was.
Yeah,
it's just an ERC. Is it an ERC20? No, it's not.
Mm-mm.
It's its own thing.
It's its own thing, and yeah, all I know is the dev was like, when it gained such intense popularity, they were like, excuse me, this isn't even like legit.
Well,
you
that's
have to go back and like fix things to make it like a real currency.
Yeah.
Because it was definitely.
Well,
just...
the creator also like hates crypto. Like, he like it.
Which
this is
beautiful.
This is
I
the
love
classic.
That.
This is like the classic old man yells at Bitcoin. Like where people hate it, and then they're like, "Look at how stupid this is," and then all of a sudden it becomes $1 billion thing.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
Peak internet. Okay, Tether. On the topic of stablecoins, you want to take it?
Tether, USDC, is pegged to the US dollar. Tether is fully backed by cash reserves. Tether is one of the most widely used stablecoins in crypto trading. Spot the lie. Whoever gets the answer first will win some Fud Daddy token. And if you're just joining us, Fud Daddy was just dropped by us on Zora with Tom Sosnoff's head as the artwork. Rustan got it. Did he? Wait a minute. I gotta pay attention.
Is it 3?
I think it's 2.
It's 2, yeah.
It's 2, yeah. So Jen got it. Jen's getting 3 times the amount of Fud Daddy. Jen's on it.
Okay.
All right. NFTs stand for non-fungible tokens. Every NFT is a one-of-kind digital asset. Or, number 3, NFTs can represent digital art, music, and virtual real estate. Spot the lie. 1, 2, or 3. What are you doing this weekend?
I have my mother in town.
Nice. Where's she from? New York?
We're originally from New York. She lives in D.C. area, Virginia, Northern Virginia. She's visiting for the weekend, and my fiance's having a bridal shower, so
Oh, fun.
I have to do those things.
Do those things. Meta Tiger got it first.
Okay.
Congrats. Number 2, every
Yeah.
every NFT is not one of a kind. They can have editions where it's like a stack of all the same.
11:55. Yeah.
Congrats, Meta Tiger. We will send you Bud Daddy. Go ahead, take us.
All right. Bitcoin's creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, is still anonymous. Bitcoin's blockchain is stored on every smartphone in the world. Bitcoin transactions are recorded on a public ledger.
1, 2, or 3. Wet Juice Box is asking, where did the name of the show come from?
That was your idea.
It was my idea, because originally we were talking about doing like a crypto and coffee show, and that's been so overused.
Yeah.
But it's a morning show. We're drinking our caffeine beverages of choice, and beans. I spent like 8 hours a day in Twitter Spaces when I first jumped into Web3, and when people would accidentally share too much alpha, it would be like, beans, like they've been spilled, like watch out, beans have spilled, pay attention, alpha's dropping. So it comes from like spilling beans, sharing alpha, coffee beans, all the things. That was a very long-winded story.
Yeah, but I also feel like there's a ton of crypto shows that always cover the same thing, or it's like the same 3 people being like, the price is up, the price is down, and it's kind of like, this is more just a variety show.
Yeah. We're talking about life on chain, all
And
the cool stuff that's being built, how it's been built, exploring metaverse worlds, all the fun stuff. I was not paying attention.
Yeah, so I think that we have to scroll back up, but I think YK or Anthony might have gotten it first.
Okay, wait, because he asked, I think it was actually Rustan.
Rustan, okay.
Yep, Rustan got it. And if I'm wrong, we'll rewatch. But Rustan, you'll still get some FUD Daddy.
All right, Ethereum smart contracts powered decentralized applications, dApps. Ethereum's network suffered from high gas fees during peak usage. Ethereum has always used proof of work since its launch.
Where's the lie? The mouse. Do you read like that? With your finger? Yeah.
I've third grade reading level.
Yeah. That's fine.
Suzu 1500 says
1500
2.
got it. Because yes.
3.
Oh, but that's wrong. Wow. I suck at this game. Okay, Rustan got it again. Times 2. What'd they say? Oh. You rubbed the screen from me.
Did I?
Yeah. Oh, well, I have this set up all strange today.
Yeah.
Ethereum's network suffered from high gas fees during peak usage is not a lie.
Ethereum has always used proof of work since its launch. No, that's worded weird though, because
well, since its launch is the trick. Like it's not. It hasn't been since the launch.
Right.
So. Gotcha.
Okay. We need to maybe move along a little bit quicker.
Oh yeah, we were running out of time. Okay, Ripple's XRP is not mined like Bitcoin. Number 2, Ripple operates without any central authority. Number 3, XRP is primarily used by banks for cross-border payments. Spot the lie. First one to answer correctly will win FUD Daddy token. And now I'm staring at chat, waiting, because I don't want to miss it.
Also, we're 1 away from 2,000 followers on X.
1 more.
If somebody needs to get somebody to follow us, get a friend to follow us, because it doesn't look like we're going to hit the 50 retweets, but we could replace that with 2,000 followers.
We
could.
Apsy got it.
Okay.
Nice. Times 3.
Okay.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Bitcoin transactions can sometimes take over 10 minutes to confirm. Bitcoin uses a proof of work consensus mechanism. Bitcoin was designed to be completely anonymous. 1, 2, or 3. spot the lie. And let's see, where's our tweet? You watch chat for the win,
Okay.
for who's going to win it. We are at 34 retweets. Is that right?
Yes, 35. But like I said,
2001
yes.
followers. We did it. Thank you all. That is like, I had it over 2,500, and then I don't know what happened. It was like a purge, probably some bots. But it's been a struggle on X. So who won? Who got the answer?
well, Rustan says 2, but that's not right, I don't think.
No, it's not.
Because I think, yeah. Jose says 3. It's 3.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Jose,
Correct.
we got you.
What daddy?
All right. You want to take this one?
Sure.
All right.
Number 1, the term HODL originated from a typo in a Bitcoin forum. 2, HODL now means hold on for dear life. 3, HODL is used exclusively by Bitcoin holders. Where's the lie? 2 truths, 1 lie. Do we like this game?
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah. We just have to pay attention a little bit more
We do.
because...
I think Rustan. Meta Tiger.
now everyone's trolling us now.
Yeah. Rustan got it.
Okay.
Okay. Times 3. Congrats. Where did that come from, Dan?
That might be it.
Is that it? Did we do all
Yeah,
10?
because
Okay. So go to the next one. We had a sneaky little...
where did that come? Did that?
That wouldn't have come from mine. Here, keep going.
This must be the old. This must have been.
we had an
okay.
overlap of last week's game.
All right, so
That concludes the speed run. We're a little sloppy today.
but we do need to do
The door prize.
the door prize. We got over 2,000, so we can do
Double.
double. So we're gonna shuffle here. Anyone who hasn't, if you just joined us in chat, please say something. I want to get you added to the wheel. This is for a 20 USDC door prize.
Mm-hmm. And
$20.
we're gonna do 2 of them.
We're going to do 2, so $40 up for grabs. If you just joined us, say something.
Yep. Say what's up in
I'll
chat.
give you another minute.
Yeah, if you don't see your name on the wheel, shout. Shout in chat, and we'll get your name on there. January 6th is your birthday. It's a big day. Historical.
A lot
even.
of history on that day.
Yeah. What is your sign for January?
I don't know what that is.
Capricorn?
Oh, like astrology?
Yes.
I don't follow that stuff. That's like people following technical analysis. It's just voodoo.
I don't follow it like religiously, but I find it interesting. You should do your human design.
What is that?
It's bizarre.
Do you go to like a psychic? Are you like a psychic person?
No, Dan. But, no, if you don't know what your human design is, it takes your birth date, your birth time, and then your position on planet Earth when you were born. And it gives, like, the entire map of the universe at that specific time of your birth. And then it, like, maps out your, like, energy core. It's bizarre, but when I had mine done, and then they were like, oh, you have this, you have that. I was shooketh to the core, because it was like, oh my gosh, that just told me so much about myself. Even like, oh, you have a disconnect between like your feelings and your ability to speak it. And I was like, well, that's been my entire life. My sister did it, my mom did it. Like, so shut up, Dan, we're gonna do yours.
This is kind of we can do it.
I'm gonna cosmic pill you with astrology.
I might need to be cosmic pilled. You're right.
Yes. Are you into crystals? Maybe. But no, I just think it's interesting. I'm not like running.
Do you have
my
like
life by
bumper
this.
stickers all over your car?
No,
like,
Dan.
One of those people.
I hate bumper stickers.
Okay. All right. So.
All right, we've got everybody on the wheel. Apparently, nobody said anything.
All right. First $20 door prize.
Beans. Beans.
Jacob Anthony.
Jacob Anthony, congratulations.
All right, I'm going to shuffle again and shuffle a couple times.
Beans.
Second $20 door prize.
Beans.
Suzu.
Let's go.
Suzu, if you're still with us,
Congrats.
congrats. You just won 20 USDC.
Do you want to just do a couple more fun ones?
Do you want to just do a few?
Yeah.
Tasty
We'll
Crypto.
do 2 or 3 small giveaways. Ben.
Let's go.
Ben's going to get a
Bud Daddy.
Fud Daddy token. Crypto for retire.
What's up?
$5 crypto choice.
Nice.
Nice. And we'll do one more here.
One more.
Risky Hunter. Okay. I think a new guest on this show. Congrats. We'll send you over a music NFT.
Sweet. Well, congratulations to all the winners, and thank you so much for being here. We'll be back on Monday morning
Yep.
with more beans
Yep.
live, spilling some fun alpha. We'll definitely check on Fud Daddy.
And we're behind on giveaways, like we said. If you haven't received your winning from a previous show, or if you just won today and you're new, jump in the Discord and let us know. Open a ticket, give us your ETH and SOL address, and we'll get those over to you.
Fud Daddy has 10 holders already.
Let's go.
Yeah. So let's have a fun weekend.
Yeah.
And we'll be back on Monday. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.